Hello everyone, if you're preparing for the writing test and you don't know where to start, you're in the right place.
Yeah, today we're going to share some detailed strategies, common mistakes, and some study tips for each part of TOEIC writing. Shall we start?
Yes. Before preparing, you need to understand the structure of the test. By doing that, you can manage your time more effectively and reduce anxiety.
Yes, sure.
Let's dive right into the part one of the test. It seems very simple, right?
Yeah.
But many students make a lot of mistakes. What do you think our students should focus on part one of the test?
Yeah, in part one, I think vocabulary and grammar are the most important. And for vocabulary, the student can apply the vocab in part one TOEIC listening to part one TOEIC writing because both of them are about describing a picture, right? And for grammar, actually the grammar in this part is really simple and the student just need to focus on some basic sentence structure like subject, verb, object, and some verb tenses. Yeah.
You know, when I started to learn TOEIC writing, I tend to overthink the keywords and try to make very complicated sentences.
Yeah, lots of my students do that.
Yeah, so what should I do?
I think in this part, we need to remember that the requirements is we need to use two words given in the prompt to write a complete sentence without any grammar errors. And that sentence need to describe what is actually happening in the picture. So we just need to follow the requirements and do not write something too complicated. Just keep it simple.
That's very good advice, you know. Now let's move to the part two of the test, which is emails writing, right?
Yeah, right.
So, you know, I struggle with finding ideas. So can you share with us how to have ideas in this part?
Okay, got it. I always suggest my student to think about W8 question, which is who, when, what, you know. And for example, you have an email about staff meeting and you need to give two pieces of information or ask two pieces of information and you cannot come up with any ideas. So you can pick one of the W8 question, for example, what? And you can come up with the idea with the question like, what is the topic of the next staff meeting? And for example, when, you can ask the question like, when will the staff meeting be held? Yeah, so just need to use W8 question and you can come up with many ideas.
Yeah, yes, that's very good idea to have, you know, to come up with new ideas in their writing emails. So, and remember to check grammar errors,
Right,
you know, like sometimes small mistakes like putting the punctuation in the right place can really affect your score.
So let's move to the most difficult part of TOEIC writing test, part 3.
Essay.
Yeah, the opinion essay. Tom, do you have any recommend for the student to well prepare for this test?
Well, at first, I think you don't need to panic because it's not as difficult as IELTS writing.
Really?
Yeah, you know. I think first you need to follow a clear structure, which is introduction, body, and conclusion. For the body part, you need to state your opinion and use explanations or examples to support your opinion. And after that, you use, you know, linking words to connect all parts and sentences.
Sure. For example, if we write a paragraph about one of the benefits of air travel, and the topic sentence is about time efficiency, so our explanation and example should stick to time efficiency. But some of my students, they will switch to cost efficiency or comfort. So they didn't stick to their point, and I think it's gonna make them lose their scores.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
You know, can I use my personal experiences in the TOEIC writing because I think it's easier for me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told my students to do. Relating to personal experience can be very effective because they already been through it and they can easily draw it from real life situations.
Yeah, that's definitely make, writing essay easier because compared to IELTS writing, you have to use complicated structures, academic words, and even use uncommon words and structures. In TOEIC writing, you just need to give opinion, support it with, clear explanations and examples. Uncommon words and structures are not a must, in my opinion.
Yeah, sure. Last but not least, when preparing for TOEIC writing test, it's essential to have an instructor to have you to identify the mistakes and have you to avoid repeating the mistake in the future. And it's also a good way to improve the performance as well.
Can I have a personal question?
Sure.
How much time did you spend a day to correct student mistakes?
Every day? A day? Per day? It's a hard question. Some day I need to spend like 5 to 7 hours to check all the writing essay of my students. It's really hard work.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope that you find this video useful, and bye bye for now. See you in the next video.